Hi, my name is Philip, and today I'll be showing you how to put in an inventory item into Saasu. There are two ways that you can do this. The first is to go to Add at the top of the screen and click on Item. The second way to do it is to go to Items at the top of the screen, click on Items, and then click on Add Here. When you do this, you'll be taken to the Add Item page. From here, this is where we start putting in our details. So if we want to put in the item code, we'll type it in here, and a description for this item. This box allows us to select whether we want this to be tracked on our balance sheet, if we want this item to be inventoried or not. For this example, we'll tick this box, and we'll select the account that we want it to be tracked by, which we'll choose Asset Inventory. You then select whether you buy and sell this item. After you click on I buy this item, you choose the tax code. I'll leave it blank. You can also put in a minimum quantity for restocking. This box, along with default reorder quantity, refer to the stock alert report, which I'll quickly demonstrate now. If you click reports at the top of the page and then click on stock alert, which I've opened in a new tab, it will run the inventory stock alert report. I previously entered in an amount for red boots, and I selected 5 as the minimum reorder level, which is highlighted here. And you can see that I currently have 4 on hand, which is why this item is showing up in this report. So if we click on the box to select the item and then click on order, we will see that it automatically sends us to a purchase invoice, and it defaults the quantity as 10. The reason it did this is because in the item setup, we selected the default reorder amount as 10. So we'll close this and go back to our item page. So I'll put in the minimum quantity for restocking at 5 as well. You can then choose a supplier. I'll choose John Smith. And then you put in the buying price. I'll say that I buy these for $5. And a supplier's item code. I can say that that's 456. And default reorder quantity is 10. I also sell this item, so I'm going to tick this box and choose the income account that it relates to. You can see that the sales tax code was automatically populated when we chose that income account. And I'm also going to choose a cost of sales account. If you are not comfortable or you aren't sure of what you should be selecting here, it's best to speak to your bookkeeper or accountant to get that advice. I also put in a selling price of $7.50. Now, after we fill in those details, we have some extra options. The first one is whether this item is a voucher or not. If it is, tick this box, and you can put in the valid dates for the voucher. You can select whether this is a virtual item, and a virtual item is an example of a virtual item, could be a gym membership or something that isn't tangible, but you still want to track quantities of. So for example, I can put in gym pass, but we won't do that because we're selling blue boots. Active obviously refers to the inventory item, whether it's active or inactive. If it's active, then it's able to be purchased and sold. If it's inactive, you won't be able to perform these actions, so it's best to leave this as active unless you no longer plan on buying or selling or tracking this item in any way. And visible, which is the last option, this relates to e-commerce integrations that you might have with Saasu. If you sell this item using a web store or an e-commerce platform, this will allow this item to be visible in that application. We'll leave that unticked. And finally, some internal notes for your own purposes. After you've completed that, click Save at the bottom, and your item has saved successfully. Now all that's left is to put in some purchases and some sales, and you're on your way. If you have more questions that weren't covered in this video, you can click on this help link here, and that will automatically take you to our help center, where there is a range of more options that you can read up on.